about how you can get out and do your thing over on Yahoo. So we are now live on YouTube. Um, so let's go ahead. Let's see. Let's go ahead and chop it up. Let's go. All right, first game we got on the slate is gonna be. Bam. Here we go. Okay, now there's a lot of stuff going on with this slate. The biggest, like, the revenge narratives and all of that shit. You know, Houston and the Clippers. That's a 227.5 point total. The biggest point total on the slate. You're gonna see a lot of people want to get a piece of that game. I understand that Chris Paul is gonna be the chalk play of the slate. I see him being the highest owned guy, probably followed closely second by Anthony Davis, who's just been on a tear over the last 2 weeks or so. So, but I do want you to curb your enthusiasm though when it comes to that Anthony Davis play. I want to go out. I really want to go out on a limb and just be like, fuck it, I'm not playing. I'm fading Anthony Davis. I really want to. I'm so close to doing that. If I continue to hear throughout the day how everyone is gonna be like all over Anthony Davis, I probably will fade because there's no way he can continue to do what he's been doing every game. Like, there's no fucking way. There's no way. And I've been getting a piece of him, for the last few that he's really been balling out. There's no way this man can continue to do this. Like, there's no way. Like, I mean, he's playing like on another level right now. He's playing completely on another level right now. And there's no way he can continue to do this. So, an Anthony Davis fade. Yeah, and then do you look at Popovich being that type of coach, the game plan style coach, like the Belichick of basketball kind. You know what I mean? I just cannot see AD dropping 85 or 77 on them. I can't see a 50 and 20 game from them. You know what I'm saying? The glass has got to break at some point, and that's kind of what I'm thinking. So we do have a feature 4 that we do need to talk about. These are the most talked about, tweeted about guys. Did you think I was not gonna? I'm fading AD versus the Spurs. Jay Guns. That's kind of where I'm at with it, bro. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I did this. I mean, okay, and even to go like another direction, you look at Pau Gasol being out, and then you get all the power forward / center minutes going to going to the homie. You know what I mean? So that's even a hard play for me because he's not a bad defender. He's not. He's not. So we could see LMA get it. So I mean, to me, if I had to play one of them right now, like you made me choose right now, I'd play LaMarcus Aldridge because I know everybody's gonna play AD. Nobody's gonna play LaMarcus Aldridge. I'm gonna get a stupid salary savings and paying down to Aldridge and what seems to be even a good matchup too. It's a good matchup. So let's go ahead and hop into this feature 4, man. These guys right here, man. These are the most talked about, tweeted about guys in the DFS sweatshop, in the Facebook VIP, and as well as on Twitter. And yep, there we go. First guy is going to be the Who Dat, scoring all them points over their player of the night. And I'm telling you, last night it could only go to one cat, man. Dude had a very, very solid game. And this come after a few games of him like completely shitting the bed and being horrible. And like at some point we knew if he continued to get these minutes, he was gonna play well at some point. Like we knew that. Like we knew if they continued to give Cristiano Felicio playing time, he played 26 minutes in this game. If they continue to play him, he was gonna do well. Like we knew that. So in 26 minutes, he had 12.6 boards, 4 assists, a steal. At one point in this game, like he was 5 for 5. Like he was not missing. You know what I'm saying? So solid game for the homie. Felicio, great game from you. You priced down 3.7. You got Felicio got to it. Shout out to you. Bam. Next guy we talk about is the How Did I Miss That plays. And I'm going to highlight 2 cats here. I'm talking Hassan Whiteside and D'Angelo Russell. Now, we talked about this. The data and the things that took us to certain plays were there. Like Hassan Whiteside, we should have been all over that. We should have been all over D'Angelo Russell. I went the opposite way. I went Embiid in the center matchup against Hassan Whiteside, and then I went Dinwiddie instead of D'Angelo Russell because we knew that point guards against the Cleveland Cavaliers was a thing, and it just turned out that D'Angelo Russell was that guy. He played the floor general. Had 6 assists, 32 minutes. He had 25 points, 5 boards, and 6 assists. So very solid game from D'Angelo Russell. Now the Heat check play tonight. It can only go to one person, man. Giannis balled the fuck out. In 39 minutes, he had 23 and 13. Damn near triple-doubled on him. 2 assists shy of that. He turned it over 5 times, man, but 6 blocks is what really did it, bro. That is a ton. Yo, especially on FanDuel, bro. 6 blocks with 3 steals. Like, that was kill. That was kill. He only hit 1 3-point shot. But, bro, I mean, this was just an excellent game for the homie. And he's the Heat check play tonight. And last night's snowflake of the night can only go to one cat, man. CJ McCollum, what the fuck, bro? 34 minutes for you in one of the best matchups on the board for shooting guards. Went out and just horrible. Did not play well at all. 34 minutes, he had 11 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. And I think he had like 2 points at the half. 2 fantasy points at the half. Horrible. Bad. So let's go ahead, jump into the slate. First game we got is going to be the Milwaukee Bucks going to Detroit to take on the Pistons here. It's only a 1.5 point differential here, a 206.5 point total. There's a lot of things that I like about this one. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you the best point guard spot from a DVP standpoint, from a true DVP standpoint, how good or bad a team is against a specific position. Eric Bledsoe is in the very best spot on the board today. At 7.4, the price is up on him, so I think he's going to go low owned, especially on a 9-game slate. Nobody's going to want to play him, but he is indubitably in the very best spot against point guards. And I'm going to show you how. I'm going to go over to RotoWire, man. Really solid place that I use. Because anybody can give you the chalk, bro. Anybody can. People love doing that shit. Like, they'll be like, oh yeah, play tonight. Like, they'll be like, play Chris Paul. Like, and then when Chris Paul plays well, they're like, yeah, I'm a genius. Like, anybody can give you the chalk. But playing Chris Paul tonight is not going to win you a tournament. Not playing him is probably going to lose you one. But playing Chris Paul tonight is not going to give you not going to win you a tournament. You know what I'm saying? Like, playing the chalk, playing Anthony Davis tonight. Oh, Anthony Davis, Chris Paul. Like, people love to do that shit. They give you the chalk. They give you the chalk plays and like, oh my God. And then when the chalk hits, they're like, oh, that's what the fuck. Like, we all gonna do that. You know what I mean? You're not gonna take down a tournament. And if all of you have the same lineup, you're not gonna win $100,000. You know what I mean? Like, if like that, the shout out to the lineup providers, because you're not gonna. They all they do is make sure that you're not gonna win $100,000. Because all of you have the same lineup. Like 100. I was in a tournament the other day, right? And I saw this shit where, like, I can't remember what site it was or whoever it was. But I'm talking like 80 motherfuckers had the same lineup. The same exact fucking lineup. What are you gonna do? Let's just say that by some crazy stretch of the imagination, whatever provider that you use, whatever, actually gave the perfect lineup. It was perfect, right? Let's just say you got the perfect lineup, and the shit would have won $100,000, but 100 motherfuckers got it. So you're gonna get $1,000 for having like crazy. That's why that's crazy. That's crazy. So I don't know. Me now on some cash game shit. Fuck yeah. If I'm playing cash games, yeah, that makes sense. If I'm playing cash games, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's how I'm rocking, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. If I'm playing cash games, yeah. You know, give me a cash line, a chalk line. It's gonna be good everywhere. It might even min cash in tournaments. It'll be fine. Cool. I'm cool with that. If I'm playing cash games, you know what I mean? I would not have any problem with that right there. You know what I mean? But me, man, I'm trying to swing big. I'm trying to swing big. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to just double my money. Nah. And I get it, the grind. Yeah, I get all of that. But I done seen dudes around me win $100,000. That's what I want to do. That's why I'm in it. You know what I mean? I'm in it for the big lick. You know what I'm saying? I want to get to the money. I understand being profitable because I am. That's why I only play like single entries. You know what I mean? I play single entries, and I play tournaments. I don't too much, especially in NBA. I don't play cash games in NBA. I play single entries and tournaments. You know what I mean? And that's why I throw my nuts on the table every night. You know, I throw my nuts on the table every night. So all right, enough of that stupid rant. But okay, so we're looking at this one. The Denver Nuggets are not playing tonight. Detroit Pistons, actually the best play on the board from a point guard perspective is going to be against the Detroit Pistons. 61.7 what they've given up over the last 5 games. 57 over the last 10. They've gotten worse over the last 5. They've given up a huge double-double to the position. 27 points and 13 assists is what they're giving up. Okay? So that's definitely going to put the homie in play for me. I mean, it easily going to put Bledsoe in play for me. Then coming off of last night's shitty game, nobody's going to want to play him. Nobody's digging this deep into the numbers. Everybody's going to play the chalk. Everybody's going to have, Chris Paul, Anthony Davis everywhere. You already know that. This is another guy that can go low owned, be a solid matchup for you, and has 40-point upside easily. Has 40+ point upside. So that was enough. That was a rant about that one. Then another guy that I want you to take a look at. Another guy that I want you to take a look at too is going to be John Henson, man. John Henson at 4.7. Now, there's a good chance that Jabari Parker could sit out and or play limited minutes. He played 20+ minutes last night. The Detroit Pistons, everybody, though, people are going to be looking at Drummond, and I don't have an issue there. Drummond is on my list. But John Henson, okay, at 4.7, I want you to take a look at this. I want you to have a look at what Detroit has been giving up to centers, okay? They're right there, man. 38.9 over the last 5, 42.9 over the last 10, 16 and 12. A solid double-double is what they're giving up. So John Henson could be, a salary-saving play if you wanted to have a look at that. Giannis, of course, is always going to be in play. I would check to see how they do against point guards and power forward because he does play both of those positions. I think, we talked about Bledsoe, Henson, and Giannis could be in play here. Jabari Parker, be on the lookout for his status. On the other side, of course, 9.6 is going to put Drummond in play for us. Actually, we go back over, and I really wish that the point guard minutes for the Detroit Pistons were more solidified. I really do. It seems that it seems that the point guard minutes are not solidified. You know what I'm saying? They're not. They're not. Because you look at the Milwaukee Bucks, they're pretty bad against point guards too. The problem is, I mean, who you gonna play? Who you gonna play? I mean, are you gonna trust Ish Smith, who's been horrible over the last few games? But this might be a spot where the data says, hey, just plug it and play. So I mean, Ish is one of the higher, in one of the better matchups on the slate. But remember, man, a lot of times the narrative is only as good as the player, man. And we haven't seen great things from Ish Smith, and he's priced at 5.32. So I'm gonna highlight him, but we're gonna do that with trepidation. The next game we got is gonna be Toronto Raptors going to Orlando to take on the Magic. Yet again, another good spot for point guards, man. Kyle Lowry at 7.5. Love him. If you don't like my Bledsoe call, but you have around that salary to spend, I think Kyle Lowry could definitely do you justice here. 7.5, very solid price for him. We've got DeMar DeRozan at 8K, who I think is a playable option. I want to show you this. Actually, I want to show you this. Okay. I want to show you what Orlando against point guards. 53 over the last 5, 42.7 over the last 10. So they've gotten worse. Since the Elfrid Payton trade, they've gotten worse against point guards, if that was even possible. 21 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists is what they've given up. 3 steals to the position. Like, they are really, really, really giving it up. And the envious one brings up a really solid point because, Larry could go off, but you could also see a solid game from Van Vliet because remember, they give up those amount of points to the position, not just to one player, but to the actual point guard position. So you could take a look at Fred Van Vliet as well. I think that Vooch is in play at 7.6. Evan Fournier at 5.3. a play that I think you could use as he could be a usable option. Yeah, he could be a usable option. But there's not a lot I love about this game. It's a 9.5 point total. It's a 9.5 point total. So I do want to check and see where the Toronto sits against point guards because they haven't been very great against point guards either. They're here. They're giving up 48.3 to the point guard position. So definitely
What's up, man?
definitely a usable option here. Definitely a usable option. All right. Next game we got is gonna be the Indiana Pacers going to Atlanta to take on the Hawks. There's a lot to like about this game. There really is. There's a lot to like about this game, and I'm explaining to you why. Okay, let's look at Indiana against point guard. Let's take a look at them. All right, they're bad. 55.8 over the last 5, 47.7 over the last 10. They've gotten considerably worse against point guards ever since Collison's been out, and they've gotten considerably worse. So nobody's gonna want to play Shooter, but he's in play. I like Shooter. I think that Dwayne Dedmon is in play at 5.1. They're really bad against centers. John Collins could be a solid play at 6.1. Somebody you can use. Taurean Prince at 5.7 can be a nice play as well. Like I really like this game. This is gonna be an up tempo, high-paced matchup, and it's only a 4.5 point differential. You get Vic Oladipo at 9K in this spot. I really like this game. Miles Turner at 6 point. Thaddeus Young at 6.4. It could be a usable option. Bojan at 5.4. The data suggests that he is in a good matchup. Vic Oladipo here. This is a game that I really like. And Miles Turner also is a play that we can consider as well. I'm gonna go check out centers and see how Atlanta has been doing against them. And I think they're not good against centers either. 45.6 over the last 5, 39.7 over the last 10. Get up a strong double, 22 and 12. Yo, I think that's a solid play. Miles Turner could be in play. Yo, I was on Miles Turner last time against Dallas. A lot of that had to do with the narrative of him going home, and plus how bad Dallas was against centers. But I think that Miles Turner is definitely a guy that we could consider in tonight's matchup. The next game we got is going to be the Charlotte Hornets going to Boston to take on the Celtics. And I want to have a look at this, bro, because both of these teams have been fairly decent against point guards. But look at the Celtics, man. 45.3 over the last 5, 42 over the last 10, 29 for the season. So for the better part of the season, bro, they were not giving up shit to point guards. It just recently fell off, and it's been all bad. Does that mean that Kemba is a play away from the hive that we can use? You get Kemba at 7.8. Nobody's going to want to play Kemba this cheap. Nobody. Kemba is 7.8. They're not going to want to play him. They're not going to want to play him. It's only a 7.5 point differential here, right? Nobody's going to want to play him. I think Kemba can be in play at 7.8, even though he's away from the hive. Also, another play, one of the strongest plays, I think. One of the strongest plays, I think, on the entire slate is going to come from this game. And we look at small forwards. Look at small forwards against the Charlotte Hornets and what they give up. They give it all the way up to small forwards. Look, the worst team in the league against small forwards, 67.6 over the last 5 games. 67.6 over the last 5 games. 33 and 14 to go with 6 assists, 2.4 steals. This is a Jaylen Brown spot for me. This is a Jaylen Brown spot for me. Or even Tatum is in play too, but this is a Jaylen Brown spot for me all day. Like wings against the Hornets are a thing. And you take away MKG, the best perimeter defender, if he doesn't play, telling you, man. Telling you. Because if Jeremy Lamb is out there starting, or Treveon Graham is out there starting, Jaylen Brown gonna go ham. Jaylen Brown gonna go ham. So I'm not huge on Kyrie Irving. Power forwards against the Hornets. Let's take a look at this one. I think let me see. Yeah, power forwards against the Hornets have not really been like a major thing. The one issue with that is The one issue with that is Horford is kind of a power point forward. You know what I'm saying? Like he does a lot of running the offense from the top of the key. So he could be a usable option. And plus, he's very cheap at 6.3. So I wouldn't have an issue playing him. But Jaylen Brown, by far, my best play, my favorite play from the Boston Celtics. Dwight Howard at 7.7. You look at wanting to attack them rebounding the basketball. You want to attack Boston rebounding the basketball. I think Dwight Howard is usable. You add to the fact that I already like Kemba. That could be a play that you could get behind. And then Marvin Williams being so cheap at 3.9 without MKG and Treveon Graham. Treveon Graham being like that timid guy. Like he's not going to go out and just jack a bunch of shots. But we know Marvin Williams will. We know that. So I kind of like this one. Then you've got Jeremy Lamb come off of the bench at 4.5. Very cheap for him. And then Frank Kaminsky at 4.4 with Cody Zeller. If Cody Zeller is out and you get MKG out, you get this is good. This is a good game. This is a good game. Another one that I think is going to see fairly low ownership. Okay? Everybody in the YouTube chat, man, if I'm not like chopping it up with y'all, that is my bad. I am live on on Periscope on Twitter. So if you want to drop your questions over there, you definitely can too. Next game we got is going to be the Phoenix Suns going to Memphis, going to the Grindhouse to take on the Grizzlies. And I'm just going to throw this out there right now. The very best center matchup on tonight's slate is the Phoenix Suns. It is Marc Gasol. Now, do you have the stones? Do you have the cojones to play Marc Gasol in this spot? Because if you fill your lineup with too many mid-level guys, you can't go up big to that last game. But Marc Gasol, this is the very best spot for centers on today's slate. It is. It is. It is. Now, has he been playing well? Specifically, let's take a look and see what he's been doing. Because I don't think he's been lighting the world on fire. But 42, 31, 31, 32, 42. So he's been fairly consistent. He's been decent. He's decent. He hasn't been bad. But 8.4 is a far cry from the 7.1 he just was. So Gasol, very solid matchup. JaMychal Green, another great matchup at power forward for him. Jarrell Martin at 4.4 is another good matchup. Let's take a look. Let's take a let's see. All right, so power forwards, the Phoenix Suns, horrible. Okay, 70 over the last 5, 49 over the last 10. So they've gotten considerably worse. They are, good lord, they're giving up 31 and 16 to the position. They're giving it all the way up, bro. Centers. They are giving it all the way up. Power forward was the spot for them. Yeah, they give it all the way up. I want to look at point guard. I want to look at Phoenix against point guards. Phoenix is so bad, man. They're so bad. Point guard is not a huge trouble spot. I think shooting guard was a trouble spot for them as well, for Phoenix Suns. But the problem is, 50.3 over the last 5. Who are you gonna play? You gonna play Dillon Brooks? No, I'm not playing no fucking Dillon Brooks. I'm not playing Dillon Brooks. For Memphis, Elfrid Payton at 7.1 could be in play. Of course, D Book at 8.6 is always a thing. You could use him. I wouldn't have an issue there. I want to see what Memphis's weak point is. Like every team's got a weakness. I want to find what Memphis's weakness is. I know shooting guard. Okay, there it is. Small forward. That's right. Yeah, small forward is the Memphis Grizzlies' weakness. So that's where your Devin Booker, your T.J. Warren could come from. Warren at 6.5. That looks nice though. I think I can use that. T.J. Warren. Yeah. T.J. Warren. Yeah. I want to check him out against point guards too. Yeah, point guard's been tough for them too. So, okay, yo, you kind of got like a little. Hey, you got like a little stack, like a little Booker, Peyton, Warren, big three type stack going on for the for Phoenix. Guaranteed they're gonna be low on. Guaranteed gonna be low on. Next game we got Golden State Warriors going to Washington take on the Wizards. This is the second nationally televised game for the Wizards this week, and Durant absolutely jumping out to us at 9.7. You get him under 10K, that's all good. Brad Beal at 8.8 could be a solid play. I think Otto Porter at 6.7 is usable. Satoransky at 5.9. The data is suggesting that Satoransky is a guy you can play. Now, do I love him? Look at where the Golden State Warriors sit. They're giving up 51.3 over the last 5, 42.9 over the last 10. I liked them last night, and what happened? What I thought would happen with that position did happen. It's just that Satoransky got in early foul trouble, and then we saw Tim Frazier come in and get all the minutes and score 20 plus fantasy points. So we've got it again already set up for him. We've got it set up again for him. So, and I think whether the game blows out or not, we should see some quality minutes for Satoransky here, as long as he doesn't get in any foul trouble like he did last night. So that's definitely a usable option. Then we've got. I want to check. Power forward against the Wizards. Isn't that a thing? Isn't power forward a thing against the Wizards? Yeah. Okay. 52 over the last 5. Okay. Yeah. 52 over the last 5. 27 and yeah. That is so. Draymond. That's what. Well, actually, not only does that kind of hit to put you on Draymond, but it also like solidifies that Kevin Durant is like a dope ass player from this game, because Kevin Durant can do both. Like he can do 3-4. He can play 3-4. So that kind of solidifies that Kevin Durant is a dope player here. Yeah, I'm letting y'all all the way in right now. Like I'm like this is. I'm giving you my process. I'm giving you my process. This is crazy. So we're looking at Draymond against the Wizards, okay? By request of the homie from Wise Take. 19 in only 17 minutes last time, but 51 and 52. He's had 2 50-point games against him. So that's dope. That's dope. JaVale McGee revenge. Next game we got is going to be the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Dallas Mavericks. One of my favorite plays on the slate are going to come from here too. It's a center play. We love to attack the Dallas Mavericks against centers. They are one of the worst teams in the league against centers, and this play works twofold for me. There's a few things wrapped up into this play. This Steven Adams play. Remember last year I used to call him Samuel Adams? Okay, Dallas Mavericks. Out of all the teams on this slate, this is the best spot for centers against the Dallas Mavericks. They're giving up 54 over the last 5, 45 over the last 10, so they've gotten considerably worse. 24 and 14 of what they give up to the position. The only center is Steven Adams on this team. That's the only center on this team is Steven Adams. Real talk. All right. So if I love Steven Adams, and I think Steven Adams is going to have a good game, who automatically correlates to me with Steven Adams? Okay. I'm already looking to fade AD. Like I'm already looking to fade Anthony Davis because I think everybody is gonna. I think 30% of motherfuckers on a 10-game slate is gonna throw away 11.7. That's what I feel like. I feel like 30% of every motherfucker that played DFS today is gonna throw away 11.7K. I really believe that. I have a feeling that he's gonna lose a knee fight today. So I'm already in the market to spend 11K on somebody other than Anthony Davis. I fucking love the matchup for Steven Adams. Who correlates with that dude? Westy. Westy correlates. Who's going to be matched up with Westbrook? Dennis Smith Jr. I think today is a Russell Westbrook day. That's where I'm at. I'm making a bold call. And I'm standing on my shit. I like Westbrook today. I love Steven Adams. I'm gonna be rocking that all the way out. I love that. I love that. I like Westbrook. I like Steven Adams today. On the other side, Wesley Matthews is jumping off as a 4.6 play that I can run back in this spot, and I'm gonna show you why not only Wesley Matthews. I like Harrison Barnes too. I think Matthews, Barnes, both very good plays. I'm gonna show you. Okay, let's look. We go to small forward. Go to small forward. And you see Oklahoma City Thunder give it up to that position. 56.2 over the last 5, 28 and 10, strong double-double to give up. Well, that's Harrison Barnes plays there. And Thing plays there. Harrison Barnes plays there, and Wesley Matthews plays there. Now we go to power forward. Oklahoma City Thunder, there they are again. 51.9, get up a strong double-double, 24 and 11. Okay, Harrison Barnes plays there too. Now we go over to shooting guard. Bam, there they are, Oklahoma City Thunder. So they get trashed by wing players. Wing players trash them. So a little Westbrook Adams kind of a play on this side, and then a Harrison Barnes with a little bit of Wesley Matthews for the cheap. These are tournament plays, but I kind of like that too. That's where I'm going with it. All right. Then you got Dwight Powell at 5.6 because he can get some power forward minutes. Dirk could see power forward minutes. Dallas is at home. Like I think this game is a game, and it's a good one. So I like this. This is the thing about today's slate is there's so many games that I like. Is this streaming on YouTube as well? Yes, it is streaming on YouTube as well. It should be. The stream might have went down, but I'm on fire right now, so I'm just gonna roll with it. But I've got some viewers on YouTube too, so it's still going down. All right, next game we got is gonna be the New Orleans Pelicans and the San Antonio Spurs. The question that I have when it comes to this game is, what am I gonna do with Anthony Davis? Okay, what am I gonna do with Anthony Davis? And well, first the question is not what am I gonna do, but what is everybody else gonna do with Anthony Davis? I think everybody else is gonna play him. I think everybody is gonna look at me. Look at this, man. Look at this meteoric set of events. Look at this shit is crazy. What he's doing, bro. This shit is crazy. Look at this. 93, 52 against Milwaukee. 90, 79, 60, 87. I mean, crazy what this guy's been doing. Okay? But it's got to come to an end. At some point, it has got to come to an end, bro. It does. It has got to end at some point. And I'm not talking about, oh, man, Anthony Davis only scored 55 today. I'm talking about, no, Anthony Davis scores 30 points. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's got to happen at some point. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And against San Antonio Spurs, Popovich, a guy that I think could game plan to kind of stop him. I'm fading. I'm fading. I am fading. I'm getting off of the bus because I've been riding it all this time. I've been all this time. I've all of these big games. I've had some AD. I just have a sneaky suspicion that it's going to come to an end today. So that is my story, and I'm sticking to that. So with that being said, we still understand that the New Orleans Pelicans do play a high pace game. So what we're looking at is, well, since we know there's going to be a lot of possessions, a high pace matchup, who can be grabbed from the San Antonio side? And I'm going to show you something right now. Kyle Anderson, bro, 5.1. Love that play. Love that play. Let us look and see what the data suggests against small forwards, right? Let's take a look. There's two players in this game that I really like. All right, small forwards. You got the New Orleans Pelicans. They give it all the way up. 55.8 over the last 5, 54 over the last 10, 28 and 8 to go with 5 assists and 2.8 steals. They give it all the way up. All right, so that's gonna put the kid in play for me, Kyle Anderson. We go to power forward. See what the Pelicans give up. They've been a little bit better against it, but they're middle of the pack. 46, give up a small double-double. That's not stupid usable. So Kyle Anderson is a guy that I like. Uh, let's go to shooting guard. Let's go to shooting guard. San Antonio Spurs is the worst shooting guard matchup, or the best, depending on how you look at it, on the slate. They've given over the last for the season. For the season, they only give up 32 points, FanDuel points to the position for the season. But over the last 10 games, they've been giving up 44.1 points. But over the last 5, they've been giving up 59.6. So they have been getting thrashed by shooting guards. What's the most Spurs on one team you would play tonight? Good question for the homie Paulie D. It would be 2. It would be 2. It would be it would be 2. It'd be LMA and I'm not, well, maybe 3. Maybe 3. Maybe 3. Maybe 3. That's the most. That's the most. Because it depends if we know Patty Mills is gonna start, I can play Patty Mills too. But I love Holiday. I think Mirotic is in play. Yeah, I could play 3 of them. Real talk. I could play Kyle Anderson, I could play LaMarcus Aldridge, and I could play Patty Mills if he's starting. Look at DeJounte Murray sitting there too. Yeah. Because it'd be on some salary saving type shit. You know what I'm saying? It'd be on some salary saving type shit. Those are the most guys I can play it on. The other side, Drew Holiday, absolutely in play for me at 7.8. Then, of course, Mirotic at 6.5 is going to be in play for me as well. The envious one says DeJounte and LMA are in play for him. But this is good. And I really wish Rudy Gay was in a better spot, too, because small forward is a thing against this team. I really wish Rudy Gay was good to go. But he's been kind of hobbled. Right? So the last game on the slate, this is the game everybody's here for. Everybody's here for this game, and that's just what it is. Everybody's here for this game. You got Houston Rockets going to the Clippers. All right, so we got Chris Paul at 8.3. Chris Paul is going to be the highest owned play on the slate. I would be like, if you go and check all of the 9-game slates and better, I think this is going to be the highest owned we've ever seen a play. Like, everybody wants a late night hammer. Everybody wants to play the best point guard play on the slate to get that double easily. Everybody loves a revenge narrative. This is a nationally televised game. Like, all signs point to this dude being the heaviest piece of chalk in the game. Heaviest piece of chalk in the game. So definitely Chris Paul at 8.3 is going to be in play. I think Harden, it would be tough to play Harden. I think they're going to get together and be like, yeah, Chris Paul, go and show them motherfuckers why you came over here with us. And he's going to go ham. That's probably what's going to happen. So we could see, James Harden noticeably take kind of a step back, a second tier approach in this matchup. Ariza at 4.6. I want to show you something, bro, because you look at small forwards against the Los Angeles Clippers, and I think they give it up. Look at that. Look at the Clippers, bro. Against small forward, man. 56.9 over the last 5. 30 and 10, and they give up 2.2 3-point shots. So it's easy to shoot threes against them bitches, too. So, Harden is a play. CP3 struggles first time at the LA Clippers. I can't. I'm going to die with that. Now, I ain't saying I ain't going to play no Harden. I could play some Harden, but I'm Chris Paul 8.3. Yeah. I mean, he can bullshit his way into 40 points and get you 5x, and you're like, okay, cool. 40% of us have Chris Paul at 5x. Okay, cool. You know what I mean? Like, he's not going to hurt you, in my opinion. Unless he gets, ejected or some bullshit happens. But, so when I like Chris Paul, Capella's a game time decision. If he's not going to go, then you're going to have to take a look at, Nene. You have to look at Tariq Black. Those guys could become in play. Last night, Jokic went ham. Barton went ham. Jokic was in foul trouble. Yep. Yeah. It's damn near free for CP3, man. It really is. Even PJ Tucker at 3.5 could be usable. Even PJ Tucker. Harden at 5%, CP3 at 45%.
Yeah, but Harden is 11.2. It's like $3 grand more. That's a minimum salary player. That's another minimum salary player. You know what I mean? That's another guy. And Chris Paul could score more than Harden. You know? Yeah, it's okay to listen. That's the type of chalk. It's okay to play. That's the type of chalk. It's okay to play. Quick question: do you like Kyrie and Drew? I don't like Kyrie, but I like Drew. I like Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday's very solid spot. All right, so on the other side, DeAndre Jordan. Now, I don't normally love to play DeAndre Jordan, but let's look at this, man. We look at centers and what Houston has been giving up, and they ain't that great. 49 over the last 5, 39 over the last 10. They've gotten considerably worse. 20, 12, and 4.4 assists to go, but 1.2 steals and 1.8 block. And we know that the homie is a shot blocker, so DeAndre Jordan definitely is going to be in play. DeAndre Jordan definitely going to be in play. We've got Sweet Lou Williams, who was in Houston. This is not just about Chris Paul, bro. Sweet Lou at 7.9. That price is a little bit up, but I think it's playable. Gallinari, he should be out. I don't see him playing. Wallace at 4.7 is a usable option. Uh, Milos might be out too. Milos might be out too because he rarely plays back to backs. So this is a very interesting slate, bro. It's a very interesting slate, and I'm really excited about it. I'm ready to get it in. Look at Eric Gordon sitting there ready to fuck something up at 4.8. This is the classic spot where Eric Gordon just comes in and goes ham and has nothing to do with the fucking narrative, has nothing to do with what's going on. He's not going to fight. The rest of them are going to fight, and he just comes in and balls out. You know what I mean? So, that game wasn't in that. See that last game. Let's look at Chris Paul. Okay, Wes Johnson. I think that's getting a little bit too jiggy with it. Wes Johnson. That's too jiggy. Okay, he had 40. He had 40 points against him at 10.3. He played 35 minutes last time, and he's 2,000 cheaper. So Chris Paul, man, I'm all about that Chris Paul today. He's a core guy for me. Real talk. He's a core guy for me. All right, so uh, I kind of want to make a little FanDuel joint real quick. I don't know. I kind of want to. Harold played for Houston. He's the one of the ones that came over in that trade. He's one of the ones that came over in that trade. I kind of want to make a little FanDuel lineup. See what happens. Let's take a look. Let's see what we can do. Can we make one for FanDuel? Let's make one and throw that bitch in the dribbler. It ain't gonna hurt. It ain't gonna hurt to make one. But before we do that though, we're gonna have to look at some pricing. I just hope Chris Paul doesn't swing on the coach's son. Just don't do that. Katie is from DC. He is from Washington D.C. Yo, a lot of us thought he was gonna go there when he was gonna leave when he was leaving Oklahoma City. We thought he was gonna go to D.C., but he didn't. All right, so now let's go over to FanDuel because I wanna run through FanDuel really quick. Yo, by the way, this is RotoQL, man, my favorite NBA tool or DFS tool. Period. Go check it out, man. It's really dope, and they don't even pay me to say that. Okay, so go check it out. All right, let's look at. I'm gonna see some price points just really quick. Giannis up. Bledsoe is okay, cool. I just want to. Okay, look at this. John Henson is 5.9, but he's 4.7 on DraftKings. I like that. Blake Griffin 7.6. Blake Griffin is cheaper. Damn, that's tough. All right, I just want to go over some price points really quick as I breeze through. Lowry 8.2. Valanciunas 6.4. DeRozan is up. Vooch, okay. Fournier, they're not giving us a break on anybody yet. Miles Turner is 7. That is Young. Bojan. Schroeder 7. We're not getting a break on anybody, bro. Like they ain't cutting us a break on nobody. Everybody looks to be rightly priced on FanDuel here. I don't like this. 8.2 for Kimba. 8-1, Dwight Howard. Batum, Marvin Williams is 3.9 again. Kyrie, Al Horford is 6.5. Look at Tatum, though. Look at Tatum, though. Jason Tatum is 4.9 on FanDuel. Jaylen Brown is 5.2 on FanDuel. Value. I like that. I like that. Don't overlook that. Then we got Elf at 7.3, Warren 7.1, D-Book priced up. Gasol is 7.2. That's where we need Gasol. Gasol is playable on FanDuel. Jermichael Green 5.3, Jerome Martin 4.1. Okay. Then we got Golden State. KD is 9.8. Of course, that's a playable guy on FanDuel all day. On 7.6. Curry is 9.3. That's not bad at all. Brad Beal 8.5 on FanDuel. Satoransky 6.9. No way. That's too much for Satoransky. Oklahoma City and Dallas. Yo, what's the haps on Steven Adams? 7.6. Good Lord, that's up. That's all the way up. 11.6 on Russell Westbrook here. Gasol probably gonna sit on a back-to-back. That's coming from homie Jay Guns. JJ Barea, Dennis Smith Jr. for 6. Okay. Wesley Matthews 4.7. That's cool. Harrison Barnes 5.9. Then we got New Orleans and San Antonio, where AD is 12.5. I cannot play AD at 12.5. I refuse. Drew Holiday 8K. Mirotic 7K. That's not bad. Aldridge 8.7. DeJounte Murray 6.8. Kyle Anderson 5.7. Patty Mills 4.7. And then the last game on the FanDuel got the prices right today. Like, we ain't getting no breaks, really. Real talk. Like, there ain't too many breaks. 11.2 for Harden. 8.4 for Chris Paul. Of course, that's going to be an easy lock play. Trevor Ariza 4.7. I kind of like that. DeAndre Jordan 8.4. Tobias Harris 8K. The coach's son 5.8. Yeah, man. Sweet Lou is 7.7. He's cheaper on FanDuel than DraftKings. So, let's go ahead, man. See what we can do. Lock this thing in. All right. First play we're going to play automatically is Chris Paul at 8.4. He's going in. Okay? So we got Chris Paul. At shooting guard, I really like Jaylen Brown today. There's something inside, on the inside. I'm not going to give you the chalk that everybody, you know what I mean? I'm not just going to say, oh, play the chalk, and then act like I'm a genius when the chalk does what the chalk does. Jaylen Brown is a tournament play. He's going to be very low owned. I like him. I have a feeling about him. Small forward, KD, yes. Love KD. And then at power forward, I got to tell you, I really want to go right back. This is it. Jay Guns hit us with a nugget. Ariza was the main guy that was really pissed off with the coach's son, and he is from LA, so he's going back to the crib. That's usable information right there. Then at power forward, who was the guy that I really liked at power forward? It was a Jermichael Green, was somebody who I definitely want to get behind, and I did like. It was Jermichael Green. Because I'm not going to... Unless I play Gasol. Gasol probably won't be my center. Okay. So now, let's look at center. And, Drummond is popping off. DeAndre Jordan, Dwight Howard, Vooch, Capella. Steven Adams is right there at 7.6. Gasol, Miles Turner. Horford at 6.5. Looks to be usable. Paying down at center might suck today. You can't pay down. You gotta invest in a good center. It seems that way. You gotta invest in a good center. This is a tough one. Drummond. It's a cheap center night for me. Who's the cheap center you gonna play? You gonna play Joffrey Lavergne? Like, that's the only cheap center I can see you even like thinking about. Or are you gonna play Aaron Baines against Charlotte? You could play Aaron Baines maybe. Some centers might not play, like Capella, Gasol. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, go Adams and call it a day. I feel like he's getting over on me at that price though. Black, Nene, Harrell, Deontay Davis. Deontay Davis is injured too. Nene with no Clint, Rhino, or Wright. That could be a usable option. Yeah, you could get there. So we got 5.9 left per player. Some other spots that we talked about against point guards, man, was Bledsoe, Schroeder, Lowry. All of those guys were in very good spots. Like even Elf, bro. Even Elf is in a good spot. Can we take Elf off of the shelf today? I would just pay down for Schroeder here. That's a game that I do like. That is a game that I do like. All right, and shooting guard, we talked about Holiday and Wes Matthews. I think I'm gonna get there. I like Wes Matthews here at 4.7. Hell yeah, sign me up. That's a very cheap price. Wes Matthews, and then I got 2 spots left, both 6K. Small forward, Ariza is standing out to me some. Warren is standing out to me some. Who else did we talk about? Kyle Anderson was another guy we talked about. 5.7. Yeah, Ariza 4.7. Yeah, man. Ooh, I like that. So we go Ariza to get some more exposure to that late game. And then at power forward, we've got 7.3 left. Miritic, okay. Ooh, bam. Miritic right there for the and that's for the AD fade. That's for the AD fade right there. So this is the unofficial or official, whatever you want to call it. The unofficial lineup for the DFS sweatshop. Maybe got Chris Paul, Dennis Schroeder, Jaylen Brown, Wesley Matthews, Kevin Durant, Trevor Ariza, Jeff Green, Nikola Mirotic, and Steven Adams. There it is, man. Yo, much love to everybody that enjoyed the stream, man. Big shout out to all of y'all. Thank y'all so much. This is the DFS Sweatshop where we keep it real, we keep it honest, and we always keep it 300. Meet me in the VIP, bro. If you want to see how we build the rest of our lineups and we go and hit up our DraftKings joints, and I've got some Yahoo stuff popping off as well. Go to the website. It's www.dfssweatshop.com. Thank you all so much. Peace, love, and we are out.